Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Altitude Sickness Podcast. I am Tony. This is episode 12, and I'm being joined, as always, by my friends Drew and Matthew. How are we all doing?
Good. We're doing good. I've been reading Project Hail Mary. I'm on the last chapter.
In anticipation for the
Excited.
movie. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
March Madness has been great.
Yeah,
Team USA lost, which we'll talk about, which sucks.
yeah.
But in 4 days, Rockies are officially back.
Yeah.
And tonight, as we're recording, here in about 30 minutes, we get to hear Drew Goodman's sweet voice once
it's,
again,
it's true. It's true.
which has been way too long since the beginning of spring training.
And
But
I think it was like the beginning of spring training, the the Team USA game,
yeah,
and then this one. And like that's it.
yeah. Which
So
has still been like 3 weeks since that
yeah,
WBC,
but
which is crazy.
yeah.
It's been 3 weeks since then, but I'm excited.
Soon enough, we get to hear
to
it
hear
almost every single day for the next 6 months, which is crazy. It's insane. Again, I think I've said this all the time. Like it's crazy to think that we're already here. Like we're already like on the latter half of March, and baseball season's here, and I'm very excited. I understand that this team is going to suck. It's going to probably be brutal at times, but however, it's still going to be fun, and I'm just excited because it's baseball season, and that's always fun. So, but like Drew said, we're going to touch on just a few things to recap stuff. WBC. So I guess what was the championship last Tuesday, so it would have been the day after we recorded the last pod. And Team Venezuela beat Team USA in the championship. It's crazy because like obviously there's no Rockies on Team USA, but like it's insane how Team USA was so not good considering the lineup that they had. And I think that's kind of funny. like I was rooting for Team USA, but also I was kind of like I don't really care. Like it doesn't matter to me. I didn't really care as much as I honestly thought I was going to. And I think a lot of that was honestly because I was watching more for the Rockies that were playing on other teams. Like I was rooting for Michael Lorenzen a lot, and then I was rooting for Tovar, who was on Team Venezuela, who ended up winning. And so yeah, I was really watching for Rockies as opposed to just the USA. But this is how it goes. But in the tournament, Tovar played really well. I believe the Royals, Michael Garcia ended up winning the MVP of the tournament. But like Tovar, I think had a case, I believe, because he ended up going 8 for 17 with 3 doubles and two stolen bases and 4 runs scored. So he didn't get any like major like home runs or anything, but he was pivotal in the upset win against Japan for sure. He didn't end up scoring any runs, I don't believe, in the championship game, but he still got 2 hits. He played good defense. I mean, he was a pivotal piece in that lineup, and so it made me happy that like the world could see that because obviously no one knew who Tovar was, especially like even the announcers, dude. It was John Smoltz and Joe Davis. Like they acted like Tovar was like a minor league backup or like he was like an absolute nobody, which is just really frustrating and annoying. But that's just how it goes. I don't care
it,
for that.
it was good to see him get some national press for how well he was playing.
Mm-hmm.
I think I talked about this last week, but like when you look at their lineup and you think of like the least known person in that lineup, it's Tovar, and he outperformed most of that lineup.
Yeah,
And so
I
that
agree.
was really good to see, and that was really good momentum that we want to see from him going into the season.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It was really exciting seeing him play so well. I know he had a down year last year, so that's part of the reason why maybe the announcers weren't as familiar with him as he just like he had a great 2024 and just could not replicate it because of injuries last year. So maybe this WBC is good things to come for the season. Hopefully.
Yeah. I think he could definitely use this as a springboard into this season for sure. Because like, and then in his first game back from WBC against I forgot who it was, but He hit a home run. I forgot who it was. Was it the A's? I don't even know who it was. But he hit a home run, and he did pretty well in that game. And so that was really good to see. And I think he's on a high right now, and he's trying to use that momentum, like you said. And it kind of stinks that like we're not going to roll right into spring training because he's going to have a few days to cool off. So hopefully he won't do that. But we shall see how that goes.
And I think Team USA, it's the same song and dance we saw 3 years ago. Or was it? Yeah.
Yeah, in 2023.
They had an insane lineup. And yes, we complained about the pitching.
Yeah.
Because the pitching was, if you think of all the American pitchers that they could have out there and who they did, I mean, 2 Rockies pitchers were there, which tells you enough.
Yeah.
But they just can't hit the ball. I mean, they lost to Japan. What was that? 3-1 or 3-2?
It was 3-2. It was the same score as this tournament.
Like, if you can't, I say this about the Rockies all the time. If you can't score more than 3 runs, then that's your fault.
Yeah.
In an entire baseball game.
Yeah.
Especially when you're not facing Mason Miller and Tarek Skubal and Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
Like, you're facing great pitching, but you're not. It's not like you're facing the Avengers.
Well, that's why I think it's so bad this year. Because for Venezuela, Luis Severino was the starter, who a good pitcher out like in his own right. He's a very solid pitcher, but like today in his career, in this time in his career, he is not what he used to be, and there's no way you can allow him to shove for 4 2/3 innings or however many innings he ended up going. I mean, he made us look pathetic. It was really annoying to watch, honestly. But it is what it is. Like, I've already moved on, if I'm being honest. Like, it's whatever.
Yeah. Aside from the championship game, this was probably one of the best World Baseball Classics. I mean, I watched the 2023 one somewhat. This one was awesome, though.
It was
2023 was so predictable.
Yeah.
But this year, like, Italy just coming out and kicking everyone's butt.
I think Venezuela upsetting Japan was really cool. That was still one of the best games I've ever watched. That was like, I kind of wish that was the championship. Like, that was a fun game to watch for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Venezuela was not at all expected to win it.
They were probably at most the 5th favorite because Mexico probably had higher odds too. So
I'm so glad that they came out and.
I think that might be why I was so happy about it. I suppose or I'm not as mad that the U.S. lost is because that meant Tovar got a win, and like that made me happy. A country that never had a WBC championship got a win. Like, I think that makes it like more fun and cool.
We'll see. It'll be exciting to see the next time around.
Yeah.
Think who's in there.
Yeah, for sure. But that's all we got, I think, on the WBC recap. I don't think we got to dive too much more into that. So the next thing to dive into a little bit is just the spring breakout game. So I'm going to be honest. I was busy on Saturday. I was actually seeing Matthew. And I didn't watch any of this game at all. I did not. They're going at it back there. If you can't see, if you're on the video portion of the pod,
my notes are blocking. Now I see it. I was wondering what you guys were smiling.
Are going at it. They're still fighting. But the spring breakout game was pretty uneventful. The Rockies took I think an early 2-0 lead. Ethan Holiday had a 2 RBI double. And he had a pretty good day overall. He went 2 for 3 with a double, 2 RBIs and a walk. But other than that, it was pretty uneventful. The Rockies then instantly got down and they just never came back. It was not that great. The pitching was clearly behind, and a lot of the offense, other than I would say Ethan Holiday and then Roldy Brito, went 2 for 4. Who's a prospect down in Fresno, I think, pretty young. Other than that, the offense was pretty stymied. They did not do that well. And then a pitcher that did well was Jackson Cox. He went 2 innings and struck out 3. So that was cool. But overall, I think that it just wasn't that fun. I guess I don't know. I think MLB really wants to like hype up these games, which I know next year they're experimenting with a tournament. They're gonna try like a tournament with the spring breakout game, which I think could make it a little more fun. But like my thing with this is like, yes, it's cool to watch like your prospects play, but also I've seen some of these guys play in spring training too. Like some of these guys have gotten some at bats in spring training. And also, like if I'm being honest, and if we're being honest, it's also kind of hard to watch it because it's like the Rockies overall really do not have that strong of a prospect pool, and a lot of the prospects that they do have that are higher ranked, other than Charlie Condon, are at the lower end of the minors. So like we're still not seeing guys like Holiday or Brito or guys like that for 2 to 3 years at the earliest. So like Holiday may be the exception, but a lot of those guys we aren't going to see for a while. So like it's cool to see them for a little bit, but it's at the same time it's like it's I think that they have a little bit of work to do, and I think the tournament can hopefully bring a little more like pizzazz to the spring breakout games. But
the hate, well, the doubt that's going on,
yeah,
because it wasn't just me that saw it because I'm on the Rockies algorithm, but it was enough doubt to literally ask him in an interview question,
yeah,
if he cared about like what he thought about people doubting him. I mean, the kid just turned 19. What do you want him to do? He was playing a year ago. He was playing high schoolers. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what more you want of him. And they were evaluating his swing way too hard.
Yeah,
And it was just baseball sickos being baseball sickos.
Yeah, I think he'll
and
be
in this game. He went 2 for 3, and we'll see how he does this year. But some people are already
like writing him off.
Writing him off as a bust and just moving on.
Which is crazy. It is crazy.
He has like what, a month or maybe 2,
like a month and a
rookie
half.
Ball.
Yeah,
And it's just very frustrating to see that because he's had no time to prove himself. But it was nice to see him go 2 for 3 with a double.
Yeah,
in a spring breakout game, and I'm excited to see him.
Yeah.
That should hopefully be a good sign for things to come.
I agree.
For him.
Yeah, I will.
Rolly Brito is still only 18, so he's kind of in the same boat.
So he's a international free agent signing, like him, and then there's like Robert Calaz, who had a rough game in this one. I think he went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts or something, so pretty rough. But I mean, those guys are like a higher up minor leaguers in terms of the international pool, which I think the Rockies really hopefully can start getting more value from, because we got someone like Tovar, in all fairness, who is obviously like starting shortstop, pretty solid, but we've had not a lot of success in that pool for a while, and I'd like to see us get better at it, and so hopefully the new front office can work to do that. But I do think there's a lot of potential with someone like Rolly Brito, who again is only 18 years old. He is very young. He has a lot of time to still prove himself and get better, and so... And I am for sure going to be tuning in to quite a few Fresno games this year because I want to watch Holiday play. Like I want to. And that's if he starts there, which I'm assuming he will. I would be very shocked if they put him in Spokane. I don't know why they would do that, off rip at least. I think he can make it there this year, especially if he does well. And that's like the goal is that he will slowly climb his way through the minors and maybe have a projected, I don't know what like MLB has him projected at getting like ETA time. I'm assuming it's like 2029. That's what I would assume.
The last time I checked, that's what it was.
That's what I would assume, which makes sense. Again, that's a pretty long way away, but again, he's 19 years old. Like he's got time. So not every prospect is going to be up and playing at major league level at 22 years old. Not everyone's going to do that, and that doesn't mean someone's a bust if they don't do that. That's so...
And it's a different route than people like Paul Skeens or even Charlie Condon, where Charlie Condon's 23 now.
Yeah.
So you have Ethan Holiday just turned 19, so you give him 4 years to get to where Charlie's at now. Like he's going to be there or past that.
Yeah. So, and that's all on the not all on, but a lot on Rockies development staff and all that, which they are doing they've done a big massive retooling everything. And so hopefully with that, they'll be able to start maximizing what he can do. And maybe move him off shortstop because I don't foresee him playing shortstop, at least with us right now, assuming that he gets up by the time Tovar's still on the team, which I believe that he should be. So
I would hope so.
yeah, yeah,
There,
yeah.
no more funny shenanigans.
But that's all I got on the spring breakout game. Like I said, kind of boring, just because the Rockies got kind of schlacked. So not super fun. So now we're gonna get more into the actual good stuff here. We got the roster stuff going. So there is not, as of the time of this recording, there is not an official opening day roster as of yet. But Warren Schaefer has said the players, at least rotation and position player wise, who will be on the team. But to start off, there's the injury report. There's a few guys. So we've already talked about Pearson Ole. He is already done Tommy John, and he's already going to be missing the entire season, which really sucks because we traded for him like this past offseason, and there was something that the front office saw in him, and that really stinks. But what's good about it is that we still have control of him through, I think, 2032. So we have a lot of time to make up for that. So that's nice. A big one that really stinks here is it turns out that RJ Petit did end up doing something to his UCL, and he already had the Tommy John surgery, and he will miss the rest of the season. So that really stinks because I was looking forward to watching the 6'9" man just walk out there and be this giant dude. But that really stinks. But again, since he was a Rule 5 draft pick, the way that it works, I believe, is that he will get pretty much a complete re-roll next season, and he will still be on our team. And I think you have to put him on the opening day roster. And if he doesn't make the opening day roster next year, assuming he's healthy by that time, which he may not be, if he does not make the opening day roster, then he would go back to the Tigers, because that's how the Rule 5 draft works. And so I believe that's kind of how it works, at least. So, but hopefully he can speedy recovery, get through stuff, and hopefully we'll see good stuff from him next year. And then another one which kind of impacts roster stuff that we're talking about is Tyler Freeman. He's been dealing with a back issue kind of all spring training. He started spring training with a back issue, played a few games, and then aggravated whatever it was, and has not played in a little bit. And at this point, it's very possible, I believe, or very probable, more like, that he will start the year on the IL, and so that adds another spot for someone else who we'll talk about. And so those are the injury reports right now. And then obviously the obvious one of Chris Bryant just never playing again. And then Jeff Criswell is still on the 60-day, but he will come back at some point in the year at least. And so that's good at least. But other than that, that's just the injury stuff overall. So now with the roster. So this is where things get interesting, in a hurry too, because to start off, the catchers have been announced. Hunter Goodman, obviously, and then Brett Sullivan. He made the team, which I think is really cool. I'm happy for him. That's really awesome. You got the veteran backstop. We'll have that for the third or fourth year in a row, having the elder backstop there. So he will join the likes of Jacob Stallings and Austin Wynns. He shall be the trio with them now, which I think is just cool because he mashed in spring training. He also played really good defense, and I think he was overall a good game caller, play-by-play caller with pitches and stuff. And so they liked what they saw, and I think that they're fine with Braxton Fulford getting a little more time to figure out what he's got to do. Because I believe he's going to be the starter in Albuquerque, so I think he just needs a little bit more time. But I believe Brett Sullivan is 32, so like I said, he'll be a little old. But I think that that's fine with the backup catcher. So I like that. It gives Hunter Goodman a chance to get off his feet every few days, even though I foresee him being in the DH spot when he's not catching, even though last year he was not that great as a DH. But you still want to keep that bat in the lineup. Then infield/utility. So we have another guy that won the spot, which congratulations, is TJ Rumfeld. He did it. We made the trade Angel Chivilli to the Yankees for minor league prospect TJ Rumfeld. And he kind of balled out in spring. He played very, very well. And it was honestly just awesome to see. I'm really happy that he did that well. What's insane is he only struck out once. He struck out one time in
That's how
spring
you know
training.
he was developed by someone else.
Yes, that's how you know. Yeah.
Uh,
And so, and I mean, that's exactly what this front office was looking for, was a guy that does not strike out that much. And so that is huge. He could play solid defense at first too. So that's awesome. I'm just happy that we have a first baseman officially now. So that's cool. Then we also have Willie Castro. He made it, obviously. Kyle Karros won the third base spot. So good for him. That's awesome too. He also mashed throughout spring training. He kind of started slow, but I mean, very quickly got hit into his rhythm. And so that's really cool. I'm happy for him, and that's cool. Tovar, obvious, he'll be the he'll shortstop. Edward Julian made it, which I was kind of shocked because he did not have that great of a spring training or a World Baseball Classic. But I think part of it is just he can play multiple positions. He's a guy that he's going to be the backup infielder for, honestly, I think for both second and first, he'll probably be the backup infielder. With, I believe, Willie Castro being the starting second baseman. I believe that's what they're going to do. And then another guy, Ryan Ritter, made it. So that's awesome too. I'm happy for Ryan Ritter because he's getting some looks in the outfield. So I think that's his ticket to playing, is he's filling in for that Tyler Freeman role, because I think Willie Castro is going to play more in the infield than before. And so that's cool. I'm just happy he's on. He also mashed in spring training, so it's really, really good to see. And so just with time, hopefully he'll be able to get down the outfield like play, and so that'll be good. And then for the outfielders, we have the people you would expect. You have the Jake McCarthy, Brenton Doyle, Jordan Beck, and then Mickey Moniak, who will slide in at that DH spot. That one's pretty obvious, I think. Pretty much once we traded for Jake McCarthy, it was like, yeah, it's going to be those four, with Jordan Beck moving back over to right field, and then McCarthy sliding into left, and then Doyle playing center naturally. And I like the outfield. I mean, I think that's our best outfield. Like, yes, obviously people probably want to see Condon. I'm fine with Condon not starting on the opening day roster yet, because we have no reason to rush him into this right now. There's no point. Like, give him a little more experience. Him and both Cole Carrig as well. Both of them had very good spring trainings, but I think you just let them kind of marinate in the minor leagues, and we go from there. And so they won't be down there for that long, though, especially Condon. He'll be up, I bet, before the All-Star break for sure. And so, especially with injuries most likely happening or whatever, or, performance stuff. So I foresee him making his way to the Major League roster pretty soon. So I don't really mind the not having him on the opening day roster. So
I have a couple of things.
Yep.
First, maybe time to buy a Brett Sullivan signed baseball card.
it's true. You could do that.
He may become
Yeah.
a fan favorite of mine.
Yeah. Do you have it? Wait, really quick on that. Do you have an Austin Wins one?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I did until I moved out.
Oh.
And then someone moved into my room before I was done, like, moving stuff. So they
Yeah.
stored everything in a room.
Oh, brutal.
And so I do not have any cards that I got before.
Okay.
But I will. Luckily, that Austin Wins card was literally like $1. I paid more for shipping than.
I was gonna say, I'm sure you could find one.
I think I'm going to revamp the Rockies backup catcher collection.
I think you've gotta. I think that's fair.
Who knows? Maybe Brett Sullivan will come out like that 2024 Jacob Stallings and start hitting 300.
Yeah.
So I think I'll get a card of him. I'm super excited for Ryan Ritter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Ryan Ritter lover, and I'm glad that he's at least going to make. They put him in the outfield because that shows that they want him to play.
Yeah.
And I'm not as upset that he doesn't really have a spot because people are playing well.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm a little surprised Troy Johnston not making the lineup because he did play better than Julian, but I think at the same time, the guys the Rockies signed and traded for this season, the front office is like, okay, they're going to play.
Yeah.
And that's why they signed them. And so it makes sense that way that Julian made the roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, or I don't know if I've said this yet, but with that Troy Johnston stuff, he is slated to, because of the Tyler Freeman problem, like injury. Troy Johnston is slated to fill in for him at least until Tyler Freeman is ready, and then at that point, that's probably just going to be a who is not playing the best between Julian. I mean, I guess Julian Rumfeld or Troy Johnston. And then Tyler Freeman will probably fill in for them. So that's what I foresee happening. But so Troy Johnson will be there, I believe. So again, if Freeman is not, that's what would probably happen. But that, I mean, that's all I got on the lineup. I think the lineup's about as, and like in all fairness too, this is a much better position player core than the floor has been raised. So the front office did their job. This floor has been raised from last year's. So
even just thinking about the outfield having Jake McCarthy in left,
yeah,
like we have some of the fastest guys in the league in the outfield, which we need at Coors, and then right field,
Well, I mean, at that point with right field, you just gotta not be Mickey Moniak, and then it's okay.
Yeah, Mickey Moniak in the first 5 games of the season. Yeah. So I think Jordan Beck's going to take care of right field.
Yeah, because that's the thing is that Jordan Beck is about average to slightly above, but he's not going to be otherworldly. But you don't need him to be because you have Brenton Doyle in center who can cover most of the outfield by himself. So, but that's where I would say. Also, I guess of note too. Unfortunate, Adel Amador not making it. He had a really not good spring too. He did not look good. And so again, he's pretty young. He's like 22 or something. So he's pretty young. He still has time, but it's, I'm not going to say that it's looking late for him or anything. Cause again, he has a lot of time, but it's not looking great right now. He's not been good. And so that's not fun. So hopefully he can figure something out in the minor leagues throughout the year. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But other than that, let's really quickly touch on the rotation too, because this one's interesting. This is an interesting one. So the rotation is what we expected for at least the top 4. It's Freeland being the opening day starter, which he now has the record for most opening day starts as a Rocky. Pretty much as long as he's a Rocky, he will be the opening day starter. I think that's just how it's going to go. And then you have Michael Lorenzen, you have Jose Quintana, Tomoyuki Sugano, and then the 5th spot goes up to Ryan Feltner. Shockingly, if I'm being honest. And then Chase Dollander, you may think, oh, so that means Chase Dollander would be starting in AAA to hone his skills and to become better and then be called up later. No, so I suppose not everything was transferred during the front office purge. I believe one idea stuck around, and that is randomly doing things that may not make sense, at least to us, and that is placing Chase Dollander in the bullpen. So from what I can tell, from what Warren Schaefer has said, and from what other outlets have said, it's believed that the reason this was done is because also I have the Rockies game up right here, by the way. TJ Rumfeld just won the Rockies MVP, their own MVP of spring training award. So good for him. Good for him.
Yeah. Woo.
Good for him.
Awesome.
Oh, he's getting interviewed right now by Kelsey Wingert. That's cool. Anyway,
and that may take effect here soon.
yeah, yeah, it's true. Um, but anyway, going back to Chase Dollander. So a reason for it that I can see was that they want him to be up with the major league coaching staff still, even if it's not in the rotation, constantly pitching, because they want to, like, get him better and stuff, because they think that that's a better way to do it because he's closer and everything. And then also, injuries happen, and especially with a rotation with three guys that are over the age of 32, one of them is probably going to get hurt at some point, and then it's not like Feltner or Freeland are not injury prone, or they're not quite injury prone, but they do get their injuries, especially Feltner. And so as soon as one of them goes down, I mean, Dollander will be right in there. So
Yeah.
that's what I can see is the belief. That is why he is in the bullpen, which, like, I get it, and I think I can understand that. I still think that you start him and then send Feltner down, because my thing is with Feltner is that he was not good in spring training. Like, and I get it, neither was Dollander, but, like, I don't know, like, I feel like, but even then it's like it's kind of hard because Feltner, he has nothing else to prove in the minor leagues though. So it's like, do you start him in the bullpen instead? Because I think that that's what Drew and I talked about for a little bit before the pod. Was I think I would understand this a lot more if Feltner started in the bullpen and then Dollander was in the rotation.
Yeah, I mean Feltner by the end of the season is going to be 30, and he's been pitching major league innings since 2021.
Yeah,
He does not need any more experience to be good. He knows what he needs to do. And the part that scares me the most is if starters are starters for a reason.
mm-hmm.
You don't really want to shake up their mojo. And like some guys can't pitch out of the bullpen.
Yeah,
And I'm just scared that Dollander gets brought out in like the fourth inning of a game, or he probably won't, but like the third inning of a game. And he's just not doing his regularly scheduled like stretching and just getting ready for a game, what starters do every time. They all have their own little things that they do before the game.
Yeah.
And they're all superstitious about everything.
yeah,
And he gets shelled and his confidence just hits the bottom of the ocean. And that's the worst thing, especially as a pitcher, that you want, because a lot of pitching is mental. A lot of baseball is mental.
mm-hmm.
In the last place you want to put a raw talent who hasn't had a lot of big league time is in a situation where they're uncomfortable and they don't perform.
Yeah.
And that's like worst case scenario. And I know I always play devil's advocate on this pod,
Mm-hmm.
but that's the part that scares me the most. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, but the Rockies had the best pitching prospect they've had in I don't know how long.
Yeah.
And I just don't want them to ruin the opportunity.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I agree with a lot of that. And it's just like, we'll just have to see, because I don't know how, because that's on top of everything. I don't know how they're going to use him, because I do not foresee them using him as mop-up duty, because that's what Antonio Senzatella is going to be for. So I don't really know what their plan is, and I guess we might find out more tonight when Warren Schaefer gets interviewed and they talk to him during or after the game. But I'm not entirely sure. We'll honestly just have to see. And we'll also, but like a big thing with this too is that it's taking out a spot from that bullpen. Like right as of now, they don't have a bullpen out. But there is no, that's a spot in that bullpen that's now taken up by Dollander there. So that's kind of, it's just interesting, but we'll just have to see how that works out and how they want to use him, because I'm not entirely sure what they want to do with it. So
it's a little sad too, because someone like John Brebbia, who could have slotted in there maybe, has now been released, who for most of spring training pitched really well when no one else did. And he did have a couple of rough outings at the end.
But like, who doesn't? Like, that's the thing, is that like who, like everyone has a few rough outings usually, especially if you're a bullpen arm, like you're going to be volatile. So,
but maybe that's someone who may not have been released if they didn't have to fill that bullpen spot.
Yeah, I would agree. So who knows? I think we'll just have to see what Warren does and what they want to do with it. So, I'm just gonna trust in what they're doing and hope that they know what they're doing, because I think this front office does have a better hold on everything than previous ones. But we'll just have to see how this works out. And so, but if we have nothing else, anyone else have anything on the roster, on opening day roster, stuff like that? Which again, that's not the official one, but that will probably come out in the next 2 days or so. It'll come out soon, and that'll be exciting. And so, and then yeah, first game is this Friday. So, but we'll have to see. So, but without that, we're gonna go into something that I think all of us have honestly been looking forward to for like a very long time. Like this is like
weeks.
this is like this is at least 2 months worth of like I have been waiting for this day. And we haven't said anything on the pod or anything yet, I do not believe, really. We're doing a home run draft. So how it's gonna work is it's just obviously it's gonna be us three. And we're going to do just all three of us get 4 players to draft. It's going to be in a snake order. And essentially what we're going to do is you're going to choose 4 players from the Rockies. And whoever has the most home runs added up at the end of the season is going to win. So the rules that we kind of have are if one of the players that anyone chooses goes on the 60-day IL or is traded throughout the season, because that may happen, we are allowed to pick up another player from the major league roster, I say, to fill in for that player, and the home runs will then count from that day going forward. Is what we've agreed upon, and so, but I don't. It's pretty simple, honestly. I don't think it's not that complicated, and so like I said, I'm looking forward to this. I think this will be a lot of fun. And without further ado, Matthew, if you would like to do your thing here.
Sure. I will start streaming.
Okay. This transition may be a little weird on the
You
may hear something and it's just going to look a little odd, but this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to switch this here. I'm going to go here, watching it now. And then I think I've got this now done. Yeah, so you can see these little things down below. Oh, these things are moved. Okay, we're going to move these things right back. There we go. Perfect.
All right.
And so the draft order was decided earlier by a Google Chrome duck race. And so I get the first overall pick in our draft. And so... yeah, so I guess, and like I said, we're not going to do any timer or anything. This is kind of just, we're having fun here. It's not really going to be that serious. But with that, I think, with my first overall pick, I'm going to choose Hunter Goodman. Like, come on. I don't really know if there's another first overall pick in this draft because, unfortunately, as everyone will see, the fall off is quite drastic. And so...
Yep.
But yeah, I think it's a pretty obvious 1-1, and so I am happy with that pick. And so now I believe it is Drew.
Yep.
So I'm in a real tough spot.
Yeah, no,
There's 3 people that could all be like together.
There is.
I'm considering a couple people who may get traded at the deadline.
It's scary. That's because that's something you got to think about, but
Tony will love this pick.
Okay.
I want every single person watching this podcast to catch these Beck shots.
Oh, wow.
Give me Jordan. Wow.
That's not where I thought you were going, honestly.
Okay.
I'm sad because like that was my big thing. It's like I wanted him like going into this. I didn't know the draft order, but when I got that number 1, no way. I'm like, he's not coming back. There's no way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that's a good pick.
So much upside.
I think he breaks out.
I hate to say it, I don't think he's good enough for the Rockies to actually trade him.
I don't think he's going to be a trade.
The other 2 options, I think, are bigger trade candidates by the deadline.
Yes.
And so I think that gives me a little bit of safety, but also the upside is insane.
Yeah, I think that's a good that's a good pick. I think that's a good pick here. Now, Matthew, you have like prime
All right.
position. I think you have the best position
Yeah.
here
You
in
have
the
a couple
draft.
people.
So, obviously, with my first round pick, will be Mr. Venezuela himself.
So
Oh!
that's shocking. I did not think you were gonna go there.
I
I
did
didn't
not
think
see
you were
that.
gonna do that, but I
That
bet.
opens the door for me, so that's nice.
Okay. I do.
Why'd you pick him, Matthew? Why'd you
Why did I
pick
pick him? Because I think he's a solid 20-25 home run guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think with how this draft is going to be, and the fact that I'm going to have basically the next 5 players, or I'm going to missing out on about 4 players.
Yeah.
And like we said, the drop off is pretty abysmal.
Yeah.
I didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah. No,
I had
I
a top 3.
Which is
I had
fair.
a top 3, and I have no choice.
I think that's a good pick.
And I think, and now with my next pick,
Oh.
there's a pick I really want.
I don't know. It's what? Take it with what? You're gonna do your brain or your heart here?
So bad. I'm going. You have no idea how in I am with this guy.
Yes, but
I am going so far in, but
Oh.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it at the 3rd pick. I just can't do it. I have to go with my gut. I have to go Mickey.
I think that is the smart play. I know.
I thought you weren't gonna go.
No,
I thought I was
see,
gonna get
you
him.
had us there in the first half. I think that is the smart pick. I'm kind of shocked you didn't pick him 3. Like, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. No. That's yeah.
But
I this entire episode I have been like debating. I'm like, I really want him.
Yeah.
Like I really do, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's just it would not be the right play.
No.
Yeah.
You gotta go brain over heart here, I think.
He's truly just not proven in the majors yet.
Yeah.
Not quite to the level that the top 4 and probably the next pick are. So
yeah. Once you gave that little speech, I thought you were gonna go elsewhere, and I got real excited.
Yeah, no, I was like, no way he's doing it.
But I guess I gotta pick someone who I think I'm gonna stick with outfield here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a down year last year.
Oh, this is
brutal.
brutal.
But I think he's gonna return.
Yeah,
Tony, you're never getting.
Yeah,
give me Brenton Doyle.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Give me the
like,
Gold Glove.
I hate my draft position. This sucks, dude. Because I have now we're officially in people that are projected single-digit home run numbers. Like, we're actually nowhere. Like, nobody is great here. I do have back-to-back picks though, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
But it's scary because it's like, this is so scary for me. But anyway, go like if you have anything else on choosing Doyle.
No, I mean he's gonna have a bounce back year. He had some things off the field and injury last year, which clearly took a toll on his season. And so I think even if he bounces back to 2024, I think I'm very happy with it.
No, yeah, that's the thing is I think you have in a solid year without outside things affecting him. And also he was injured for a little bit of the time too. He's a solid 15 to 20 home run guy, which I think you're going to take. So, yeah, I think it's a great pick. It's a good pick. So now, do I choose Chris Bryant or
he should have gone first overall.
It's true. No.
10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. That's what's insane is, it is 10 years ago now. Now, so this is weird because now we're kind of getting into... It's just scary because I'm getting into what I think guys will do as opposed to any floor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what makes it fun.
And it does make it fun. And so...
Because we still have 2 more rounds.
Yeah. And so I think with my next pick, oh man, this is scary. I think I gotta believe in this, and I think Matthew's gonna hate me here. I'm gonna go Kyle Karros. I think I'm gonna choose Kyle Karros. I'm buying in on his hype. I think it would be between him and Willie Castro would be the two, and I just don't think that Willie Castro is going to play enough to have a lot of home runs, because while I do think he will be the starting second baseman, I don't foresee him sticking there that much, because I think that someone like a Ryan Ritter will have a chance to get more playing time there. And then Edward Julian also is in that mix too. So
Good thing you have back-to-back picks.
yeah,
Yeah, you do have back-to-back picks. So.
I do. So with this next one, again, it's really scary because, like, right now, I'll just say who I'm between. I think I'm between TJ Rumfeld and, like, Willie Castro. Like, that's who I'm between.
Yeah.
And I think, oh, dude, it's so scary because TJ Rumfeld, there's a chance this dude will be bad in the major leagues and then be sent down instantly. Like, there is a huge chance of that. At least with
home runs do not count.
Yes. Like, at least with Willie Castro, he will be at the major league level.
He has quite a bit of experience. I'm sorry, I will stop.
No, I mean, that's fair. That's true. This is so, I'm so scared.
Yeah, it's tough.
This is tough. This is very tough because, oh man, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be delaying the pick. I honestly am I don't know where to go.
You're lucky I don't have the Jeopardy.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Or else I'd play it.
Give me TJ Rumfeld. I'll go TJ Rumfeld. Give me that. Give me TJ Rumfeld. I'll take it. Let's go.
I like it.
I am very much a riding on the vibes and boomer bust here. So
yeah,
there we go.
Especially
I totally respect that pick.
Yeah.
I really do.
I think first half of the season, if he contributes, is going to be huge. But when it comes down to crunch time, and you see Charlie's name get called up.
No, I'm scared. Like, that'll be scary. Yeah. No, I'm scared already. But there we go.
I think I'm going to go with the obvious, just playing time.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go Willie Cash.
Yeah, no, I think honestly that's probably the smart play here.
He's not a power guy. Like, I have enough upside already.
Mm-hmm.
I need someone who I know is going to, he's not going to do a ton, but he's going to play. And so I'm fine with it. I was between those two anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, easy pick.
Yep.
He's a veteran. He can hit home runs sometimes, and with Rockies, that's what you need.
Yeah. All right, Matthew. Where do you go here?
Back-to-back picks is tough.
I feel like there's one that's like.
There's one
still looming.
Yeah.
There's one I feel more comfortable with, and I'll probably go with. But then my second, what do I go with? So I think how long was I should have that's my fault for not checking that. That's my fault.
What?
Tyler Freeman IL.
He's on a day-to-day.
Yeah.
Is it day-to-day?
Yeah, he's on a day-to-day, so it's not anything serious.
Oh gosh, sorry, I'm taking so long.
You're
this
good.
is so hard. This is so hard because if you want to go playing time, really, of every other player here, the guy that's going to get the most playing time is going to be Jake McCarthy.
Problem is that dude does not.
Yeah.
Does
Who has
not.
hit one home run at Coors in 25 career games or something.
Yeah.
With the Diamondbacks,
What's his? How many home runs?
that is a just bottom of the barrel. Pick.
He has 24 home runs in 4 years of playing time. By the way.
Yeah.
So. But
Is that who you're picking?
no,
I think.
Unless.
I think I just need to go with Ryan Ritter.
I think that's the best.
Don't you dare!
I think that's
you dare.
I think that that's.
I'm sorry.
I believe that is the best play. I think that's the best one.
I was
It is
hoping.
truly the most risk averse choice for myself.
Dude, these last 3 picks are gonna suck. These are so
God,
bad. These last 3
man.
picks may get like 12 home runs combined. Like actually.
Well, that's the thing. Like, aside from like 1 or 2 of them, like half these guys won't play half the season.
And I think that's
These
why
guys
it's
will
more
not
fun.
play.
Now we're fully on the boomer bust prospect here. Like, are we thinking a prospect's going to come up and play well?
Yeah.
Or do you think the backup catcher is going to play well? Because you could draft Brett Sullivan. No.
I'm so sad.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
you-
it's
you
brutal.
made me I didn't think anyone was gonna draft.
No,
Right.
I'm
I
kind of
thought I could get
shocked.
him.
I
think he just.
I'm kind of shocked that you
Which
didn't
makes
take him, but also like Castro's probably going to get more, but who knows?
I got a guy has a solidified spot.
Yeah,
And he's not just gonna be a platoon player.
yeah. All right, who you got, Matthew? Who's your next? Because you got one more here.
Doing a touch of research real quick.
I don't know if research is allowed, Tony.
I
Good
mean,
God. Okay. Maybe
well,
that's
it doesn't sound like it helped. So
no, it didn't. Oh no.
all right.
Fuck. Okay. Oh,
Yep.
I'm language. I apologize.
You said a bad word. If I remember to, I'll edit it out.
And out yours.
I didn't say the F word.
You did say that fastball was down the.
Yeah, I did say that. That's fair. Second episode, it's fine. All right, Matthew.
Okay.
Yeah, times.
Yeah,
I think at this
time.
point
You're right.
we're on a time.
You're
We don't
right, you're
technically
right,
have a
you're right.
clock, but I think we're getting there.
Oh jeez. Okay. Brett Sullivan.
Wow,
Oh,
that shocks
that's a
me.
pick.
That shocks me. I was not expecting that.
Oh, I may regret that.
I
so
was
hard.
shocked.
Like,
I am shocked. Are we okay? Really quick, not to just say this now. Are we counting if someone gets released? Do we then choose someone else? Because if we're dealing with trades and 60-day IL, I feel like someone getting released. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
the same boat as getting traded.
Okay.
If they're off the team.
Yeah.
then,
Okay.
So I want everyone, real quick, to not be safe. And we're gonna take the Condon off.
Yeah. I
Give me Charles
yeah.
on my roster.
I
He
think
won't. He
good.
may not produce until the All-Star break.
Yeah.
But with this spot, it's like,
Oh man.
would I rather choose a guy who is gonna play more, that has rarely hit home runs, or a guy that can come in the second half and hit probably? I could see him hitting 10 bombs in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I
So,
totally agree with you.
I think that's a great value pick. I've got a good mix of upside and consistency in my roster. And he's just a fun person to track.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going with.
Oh man. I do not like this pick. This is terrible. I honestly don't know where I go here.
You have a lot of options.
I do.
You have everyone else.
Cause like, okay, I'm just gonna mark off guys I'm not doing. I'm not gonna do Braxton Fulford. Sorry, I'm not doing him. I don't even know who is that. Who's that? Chad Stevens. Yeah, no, I'm not doing Chad Stevens. Sorry. I don't think I'm gonna do Edward Julian here. I think Jake McCarthy's not gonna be a home run guy. Chris Bryant is not gonna play. So it pretty much leaves. And I'm not going to choose Tyler
I think
Freeman.
there's an obvious pick now.
I'm not going to choose Tyler Freeman here either. Like, he's not getting chosen, I don't think. He's not going to hit home runs, dude.
There's a machine that you need to take with this last pick.
See, like, I'm scared to take Zach Veen. I am scared. Because I don't know if he's going to go to the major leagues and produce. I hope he does, but I don't know when that's going to be. Our outfield is crowded, dude. I don't know when he's going to get time.
Your options are really...
I'm
I'm going to be honest. Tyler Freeman, Jake McCarthy.
you don't think Troy Johnston is a good choice or Blaine Crim.
Well, to be honest, with Charlie, who's going to come up this year, which would bump Rumfield down to the backup.
Yeah.
If Rumfield,
but
just
that's if Charlie Condon goes to first, because like there's a chance he could play outfield if someone gets traded or something like that. Like Charlie, they've been moving into the outfield.
If someone even gets, well, I guess they did start Tully out in the outfield.
Yeah, so like that's the thing is that I don't know. Because I'm scared because I already have two guys that are. I'm kind of going. I mean, all these guys are going to be that.
Now. You have Rumfield, who could get.
I mean, there's a chance both him and Karros could be bumped out by end of April if they play bad enough.
Yeah.
And this could go very quickly down the drain. So I may just go full boom here. Give me Zach Veen. Give me Zach Veen. We're going full. Machine. We're going full on stock riser here. All right. Well, that's the list. That's the draft right there. What a draft. That's insane.
We're gonna update everybody every week. We'll have a small segment in the beginning. We'll just update people on how this is going.
Yeah.
Since this is the last episode before regular season play starts. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say we update this week every week. I do think it will be close. And and so this will be fun. I think that this will be fun. Oh man. What a that was fun. I enjoyed that a lot. That was a lot of fun.
I got the first 6. I mean, I got the first 6 guesses correct. That was everyone.
I said, I think the top 5 for sure were like locks, and then after that it kind of gets
absolute locks, and then
I am kind of I think I'm kind of shocked by Drew choosing Beck over Tovar or Moniak. I am kind of shocked, but I think you're playing a high risk, high reward thing a little bit. Yeah. So, and even a low level Beck is probably going to get you 15 to 16. So,
yeah, I mean he'll go on a streak for 1 week where he hits like 6 home runs, and
Beck, as we're talking, just hit a double. So he's already starting it.
So according to projections, I just put all the names in.
Okay.
According to projections, it's very close.
Okay, what's the projection score?
So projected score is Drew inching out 52, Matthew 51, Anthony 46.
Oh, dang. Close. Well, okay, here's my thing with
Kyle Karros. This has Kyle Karros projected at 4
That's
home
why.
runs.
Because no shot Kyle Karros hits 4 home runs. No way. Yeah. No way Kyle Karros only hits 4. If he does, then sue me. Fangraphs knows everything. And then my team loses. But whatever. Don't actually sue me.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's there's a really good. I think it's going to be a really good race this year.
Yeah, I think this will be fun.
Personally, I think it's going to be close
We're just waiting for someone to break out. That's really what this is.
I mean, I'm also banking on Hunter Goodman staying consistent because I think he still has 25 home run potential here.
Yeah.
But I think Doyle will have a good bounce back. I think that Tovar staying healthy will be good. Hopefully Moniak can stay consistently doing well. Beck can come back playing well. And then this was fun though. I think that this is a good way to keep us engaged and keep us going. So it'll be fun to update this throughout the year for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
this is exciting.
That's it. So if you have the names down then, right, Matthew?
Yep, I have the names all set.
All right, I will. Okay, if you stop streaming, I will do the old switcheroo. Sorry for the noise again.
Whoosh.
Whoosh, and we're back. All right. But other than that was the big thing that I've been pretty excited for a while. I think that was a lot of fun. But other than that, I don't think I have anything else. No, I've got nothing else. So, if you guys have nothing else, You guys have anything else? I guess. Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Well, spring training's almost over. It ends tomorrow as the time of this recording. And then, we only got a few days after that, and then Rocky season's here, baseball season's here. It's insane. It's crazy that it's already here, and I am so excited. It's gonna be and again, for everyone, understand this team will be very bad again. I think their win line is at like 53. Like, we are going to lose 100 games, most likely. We are not going to be a good team. But that doesn't mean we cannot have a good time watching them and having fun just being fans. So, and this is kind of why I made this, was because this is a fun way to just talk out things, because we would be talking about this anyway. So, hey, we might as well throw it up on YouTube and see what happens. So, but other than that, I've got nothing else. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching and listening. I hope you guys enjoyed that home run draft. I'm excited to keep track of it and everything. And as always, go Rockies, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.